Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna get into a reading. So at this time, dear Most High, as we come before you today, we just want to praise and thank you for all protection and provision you place in our path each and every single day. At this time, I ask that you use me as a channel for a clear and concise message that speaks to the hearts of the collective. At this time, we want to draw and call attention and intention towards casting out all cantankerous tongues and monitoring spirits and evil eyes. Any interjections or interferences that could disrupt or misconstrue this clear and concise general reading. Big up the ancestors, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and all light beings here for the highest good of the collective. If I left anything out, you know our hearts. So with all things we say, pray, claim, maintain, conjure, and create, cultivate. Amen. Ashe. And Ashe. Okay. We're going to start with my Bob Ross deck. I wonder if y'all can see I don't think y'all can see. Whatever. What do you have for the collective today, Spirit? Give us 3. Thank you. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Two. Okay, so we're starting with the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. We're about to elaborate and see what that's about. Can y'all see that? It's the Tower. I'm getting that Beyonce song, Me, Myself, and I. Why am I not remembering the lyrics right now? But you know, me, myself, and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a while. But you found out you gonna be your own best friend. These kings, you know? You can't judge a book by the cover. Sometimes things look good and they're rotten. Or if we go to a grocery store and the food is, you know, covered in pesticides, it's covered in wax, it's filled with GMOs to give it this appearance that it's much better than what it is, but it's lacking in what? Nutrients. The oranges have way less vitamin C in them than they used to. The bananas aren't even real. The apples are huge and full of more sugar than anything else. It's like, yes, it's nice to be vegan, it's nice to eat clean, but the foods in which we're discussing, it's not of the same caliber. And you could take it the other way or bring it to the other side of the spectrum as far as these men or these energies could not look so great, and they're full of love, they're full of kindness, they're full of respect, they're full of great values, they're great leaders, they know how to manage their money, they have some spiritual relationship with whatever it is that they believe in. They're a student to life. Okay, Spirit, what's this Ace of Cups? the Judgment card. What's the King of Swords? You got the Seven of Wands. The Fool fell out, but I'm gonna leave it by the Tower because I didn't. So what's the King of Wands, Spirit? Okay, so what I got was the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Seven of Pentacles. So that's, ooh, and it split, the deck split on the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Ooh. Okay, so if there was competition for I can't even make this a love reading, guys. I'm so sorry. But essentially what I'm seeing here is there is a new start, a fresh start to something that comes out of a tower. So there could be a transformation from the King of Swords energy to a King of Wands energy. And we don't want to stay too long on the surface of this as far as, oh, well, the King of Swords and he's very by the book and full of strategy, very logical, rational, level-headed type of dude or woman, versus the King of Wands. Not necessarily saying he's not equipped with the same set of criteria and skill. However, he might just be more attractive, so he doesn't often get the time to showcase his other talents, his deep, full packaged personality and well-roundedness, because people are so stuck or caught up on, oh my goodness, this guy is so handsome. And essentially, at some point, if I don't get my way with this person, I'm going to blame it on them being manipulative. I'm going to blame it on them being charismatic, and they have these dreamy eyes, and they shouldn't have worn this. They shouldn't have looked at me this type of way because I just blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to take accountability. So it's clearly their fault because they shouldn't be that attractive, right? But what I'm seeing here with all of these things that came out for the King of Wands energy specifically, they seem to just be a lot more well-rounded. I'm not going to say that their life, they don't ever deal with challenges or obstacles in their pathway. However, it seems that the King of Swords energy specifically, that's all they do. They might even be creating the problems, right? They live in a very low vibrational, chaotic sort of lifestyle, whereas this King of Wands is a sweetheart at the end of the day. Yes, they are very, very attractive. That is then reinstated by the Queen of Wands. Like, come on now. They definitely attract. They receive a lot because of how attractive they are. But what I'm seeing here too, it's not just the physical appearance that's drawing things into them and maintaining such a potent aura for them, right? It's also the fact that they do have a good heart, that they are supportive, they're nurturing, they're emotionally deep, they're intellectual, they're very intelligent, they're well-rounded, they're self-aware. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, oh my goodness, we're just seeing that they're willing to commit, they're willing to work hard on the things that they want. They are grown in a sense that they have the capacity to sit with themselves, to meet the versions of themselves that they at one point may have been turned away from by perfectionism or the projections other people would place on them, right? And so being that they're just more filled out, they seem to be just a full character, if you will. And the Justice card came out here, so it's like if we're talking about judgment, the King of Wands is definitely the better candidate, if you will. But because the Tower is here, and also the Tower is falling under the King of Swords energy specifically, it might be a case where, again, this is a transformation, so it's not like you get to choose which energy. You are going to go through this King of Swords to get to the King of Wands. Whether this is you, a masculine, a feminine, just a person watching this right now, right? It could be you. You're transforming the way you approach a specific area of your life, or how you're just viewing the world right now. You're transitioning out of this pessimistic and everything is a problem, so I need to create all of these solutions, and moving more into a actually there are no problems unless I make it a problem. There is experience, there are events that happen in life, but that does not mean it's a problem. Just because some things don't go the way that you want it to go, it's not the way you expect it to go, doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, right? So it's kind of softening your heart, softening your worldview in a way that you're better able to enjoy your life, right? You're better able to appreciate what you do have, what is going good for you. And so there is this Tower. There's going to be difficulty with this, but it's necessary for you to, again, kind of just transition and be on this new Fool's journey. Anything else that you have for a Spirit? I like how I said 2 and 2 Kings came out. And I also appreciate how the King of Wands in particular, he has space for his, well, see, I'm saying he, but it doesn't really matter, right? The King of Wands energy has space for both their masculine and feminine energies within self. Mind you, you have a mother and a father. Their DNA is in you, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter your genitalia or what. Those things affect your personality, your temperament, your default settings, and how you emotionally respond to things. Also, you grew up with these people. They played a very major part in your social conditioning. So to say, oh, as a man, I have to be the dominant person in the relationship and only be dominant, you have no space for your feelings outside of anger and frustration. You have no space for tears. You have no space for whatever, right? It's best believe that's going to build up into something that you don't really want. Exactly. The 9 of Swords is going to build up into a fucking nightmare. Excuse my language. So at the end of the day, this looks like really nice energy, because regardless of who this is for, you are meant to have your wishes come true. But because of who you are, it's not going to be an easy road. And potentially you also signed up to become the best version of yourself. You just don't understand completely what that entails until you go through the steps of that process. And the steps of it it's tough. It's going to be like, damn, okay, yeah, they were the problem, but I got to be accountable. It's not about what they did. It's never actually about what another person does. It's about what you do, how you respond, what you tolerate, what you settle for, what triggers you. So, working through those challenges, babe. You got this. Let me read the cards and I'm gonna close out for you guys. So on the Ace of Cups card, oh, I didn't even peep this. The Ace of Cups was in the reverse this whole time. I didn't even peep that. It says a success. And success with painting leads to success with many things. It carries over into every part of our lives. See, and this ain't even just about painting. Although it is in the reverse. Like I said, like if you are abrasive and kind of resistant, or you don't take feedback and constructive criticism well, it shows up in your love life as well as how you handle business and stuff. It's going to be very difficult for you to experience healthy growth because you're not willing to sit in the seat of discomfort. Everybody else has to be uncomfortable. You feel comfortable, you know, casting judgment on other people, but you're not ready to receive the way that you're giving. And sometimes it don't feel good, but it's something that needs to be worked through. So with it being in the reverse now, the Ace of Cups, this might not have as much to do with it really has nothing to do with romantic love, and it's gonna definitely go deep and dark before it can get light and secure. The King of Swords card says, it's life, it's interesting, it's fun. Ironic, right? Roller coasters are fun, babe. You just have to know when to get off. The King of Wands card says, anything we don't like, we'll turn it into a happy little tree or something. Essentially, what you don't like, you have to be willing to turn it into something that you do like. Don't settle. Don't get stuck. Don't be the person that you look back 5 years, 20 years, whatever, how many months, years, you look back at your life and you're like, wow, how did I let myself go like this? Where is the sparkle that used to be in my eye? Where did I go wrong? You know how they say? Where did we go wrong? That's LTD. Tell me where we went wrong and maybe we could fix it. What's wrong with love? Yeah. It's not enough to repent. It's not enough to feel bad, to feel sorry about what it is you do. We have to put in place new structures, new habits, new aids to correct what it is that's going on so that it stops happening. Why get addicted to your suffering when you can be proud of yourself for overcoming? I'm gonna leave that there. God bless y'all. Good night.